Right. Shout out to everyone. What's going on? We got PPI tomorrow. And yeah. Basically, retail sales and some other consumer sentiment on Friday. And today we got oil inventories about an hour after open, and that's about it. Okay.
Sweep and QU5 CME buyers at 24,025.5. Absorption and QU5 CME sellers at 24,025.5.
Interesting. So that messed up the audio, I see.
Absorption ESU5 CME sellers at 6,487.5.
All right. Sorry about that. All right, so we're hitting another 400 in buy side with that push up. 4K in buy side for the session.
Order filled.
How did the, what do you call it? The audio get messed up. Coming beneath some of that buy side hit. Two minutes until the hourly close. Yo, what's up, woke corn dog? We hit 4K in buy side, so could get a little bit of a pullback here. We hit the resting liquidity on ES. Now you're getting the 431 spoofer at 493. Not really much on NQ to read for resting liquidity. And the hourly closed.
Order filled.
Not much. About to play a little bit of a fighting game, and then I was trying to get my access virus set up in Logic, But after the new, there was like a new update, and then the interface doesn't work anymore with logic, and I had to troubleshoot this other thing to get it working, and I could only get it partially working, so I got a headache from messing with that. It's all problem solving, but troubleshooting is annoying, and I didn't solve the problem, so it's just kind of like in the back of my head.
Ready, fight! Let's rock! Ready, fight! Ready, fight!
All right. Oh yeah. I'm thinking about how to... Yo, what's up? I was doing a lot of research on AI video stuff, but doesn't a lot of the stuff seems spotty for the pricing without consistent results or guarantees that you'll like. So I'm like, like basically, like they pay you for seconds rendered or something, even if you don't like what was rendered. So it's like, say what? Sorry. Yeah, well, what I mean is, like, you can discard the like, if you can tell if somebody likes something based off of whether they save it or not. Like I do that with Sora, and I'm like, this sucks, and I just delete it. And if you delete it, it's gone. And then Suno, which you can do with music, if you don't like something, you can delete it, and then if you delete it, it doesn't count as using your credits or whatever. But they do it in a different way. It's like, I don't know, it's like their schemata is really weird. It's about how much processing power of theirs you use. And I was watching all these people compare different models, but there was no like real clear answer about which one's the best, you know?
Absorption ESU 5 CME sellers at 6,486.75.
Some videos or something for this Halloween event. So I'm kind of thinking of what would be worth it if I was gonna invest for that. I'm gonna do an escape room type event where you gotta solve these puzzles to get out of where you gotta solve this
Absorption
thing.
ESU
But
5
it's for
CME
kids, of
sellers at
course, so it's like you gotta get the
6,486.5.
combination to this lockbox, which gives you the guns, so you can get, you know, you can destroy these power cores to close this gate. It's like time portal. A laser, like a laser tag laser gun, yeah.
Come and get me. Ready.
Yeah, Japan doesn't have the same stigma if you have like kids handling guns as you know, they have something called airsoft where they're like literal replicas of guns with no markings that it's fake, because they don't have guns here, so they don't care about making the nozzle orange or whatever. And then, you know, like kids can pretend fight each other because there's no like accidental discharge deaths where like you never point a gun at another one, even if it's a toy. Like they just don't have the same mistakes, let's say. Oh yeah, I remember that, the rifle club. Yeah. Well, it's a too many men like catered to like women's browbeating and henpecking, and then the logos died and the pathos rose. Yeah. I mean, the whole, yeah, that's that whole, importing other cultures, like, the melting pot aspect I get and everything for being America, but, you know, the country is literally its people. The culture is the people. Yeah, that's absurd. Even me being in Japan, like, I just don't have the same, I don't get the whole idea of like having a pride in your country, like aspects of the country and how people behave, sure, but it's not you. It's the same thing like if my dad or my sister or my kid accomplished something, I'd feel proud for them, but I can't feel proud vicariously through them. Like, oh yeah, they did it, so that means I'm good. It's like, no, they're their own individuals. I never got like how you can feel proud of other people that aren't you. It's just like, and then people had to feel like too guilty about like, oh, what, we're like, you know, guilty about past sins, but it's not even our sins. How can you feel guilty for having your own skin color do something wrong? They were just other people. No, I mean like, you know, like white privilege and all that stuff that's being like poison fed to the youth. Make people feel bad to be in their own skin. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's funny because yeah, you're in price disco, so it's just like that's funny. Yeah, we did have quite the push up. Why did they remove that? Did they say why? There's nothing worse than red tape. The other day, I had to get this like equivalent of a social security card for my daughter because hers expired. Um, it's like a photo ID for everyone. They call it a My Number card. Anyway, like hers expired by 6 months, or actually 7 months, and then they said you can bring the previous one as photo ID for the next one, and then we had our own ID as her parents, and they were like, sorry, that one's expired by 7 months, so it needs to be within 6 months expiration. So like my wife was gonna get pissed, so I was like, she ordered some food at a restaurant while I went home and got the passport, because I'm just like so dumb. It's like they didn't have another reservation for another like month. It's like because of your reservation, it became 7 months, but we tried to follow the rules, and then the government employees just want to say no. It's like they have a script for like just rejecting people instantly. Less work for them, so I didn't want to give them the satisfaction, so I just was like, oh, I'll drive home. Is there a chance that they'll like reinstate it when you reapply? Oh no, it's all good. Got 5 minutes. I'll mute myself. All right, so we are hitting about 3K. Another 300 in sell side, or sorry, buy side up here at the all-time highs. Cha-ching. Okay. Shout out to you guys watching. Ooh, hitting some buy side here. We got 3 minutes. Less than.
Order filled.
Mm. 'Kay, less than a minute. Here we go. Ten seconds.
Absorption ESU5 CME sellers at 64.90.
And here we go.
Sweep ESU5 CME buyers at 64.90. Absorption ESU5 CME sellers at 64.90.
The buyers hit the right side and the sellers hit the left, yes. The blue will indicate buying and purple is selling. We're potentially absorbing these buyers and rewarding these sellers. I took a pre-market short, but it was just giving back some profits on the risking only some profits for a little micro. It's just micro play, but we'll see.
Absorption ESU5 CME buyers at 6,487.5. Absorption ESU5 CME sellers at 6,490.5. Sweep ESU5 CME buyers at 6,490.75.
Order filled.
Absorption ESU5 CME
Order
sellers
filled.
at 6,492.75.
Okay. Yeah, they are just in price discovery. Okay. Um, consolidating here. Looks like it could be rewarding that seller that I circled. So pullback could be in order. You just got another 88 seller tagged 100. Unless it rewards this guy, I'd be weary of the shorts at 47. Now you might be right. Could be a delta slingshot now. Looks like the 80s are inbound. Now getting stop hunt. Now this looks like it's going to reward the sellers here if it comes below that second inflection point. That fake out, breakout. Yeah, it is kind of weird. We're in price disco, so it's going to be weird because there's no reference points. All right. So let's go see that about ES. Yeah, ES kind of going up. There's some divergence. You're right. At this point, the sellers look like they're getting some steam. Went and hit 300 in sell side. Retested the value area high breakout. Could be bouncing off the value area high again. This is just creating a descending channel until it breaks that channel. This is the top of the channel. ES kind of breaking up to the 6500s. It wants that 6500. NQ getting the push down, sellers in control while ES still holding strong. We could have a touch and go off that volume imbalance. Oh, we just got a buyer. 100 lot. 120 at 20 at 24, 35. They could be some absorption to continue lower at this point. If it comes above this guy, the buyers could be like, okay, that's enough. Pushing up into the 6,500, no end in sight for ES. Okay. About to push the 6,500 range. All-time highs for ES and NQ. Nice. And they're about to sweep the 6,500 now. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, broke the 6,500. What do you think? No drum sounds or with the drum sounds? I hear the drum sounds, but I muted it on your end. All right, so we're at the 6,500. I would expect us to go a little bit higher than that because it's like a resistance level. So going up a little bit more irrationally than that level and then dropping if we're going to drop. Here we go. Buyers stepping back into control. You had 168 buyer here. You have oil inventories an hour after open, so 30 minutes from now, basically. With the drums, okay. All right, well, yeah, then we'll turn it back on. Here we go.
Sweep and QU5 CME sellers at 24,051.75.
Pulled back on some sell side. Creating a slingshot of sorts, perhaps. Testing the fervor of the buyers. Are they going to defend or not? There's an 85 seller there that could be punished. All right. Seven minutes till the hourly candle close. How's it looking on the hourly? Let's see. Pretty good. We could close strong on the hour, or it could be a rejection wick. Could go either way. We got the battle for the wick. The battle for the wick. The wickening. Boo, boo, boo. We had some resting orders at 82 that now moved up to the 100. So I think they're getting confident in it going to test the highs. We're back at the 6,500s for ES leveling out there. Giving people to react off the psychological nature of that key level. The volume point of control has moved to this level, this node.
Sweep and QU5 CME sellers at 24,015.25.
Nice. Well, that was a fake out breakout to the downside. Came back on 400 and then another 300 in sell side. Hit the volume imbalance, went through it. So this could be an aggressive pullback here. If this closes the hourly with this wick,
Sweep and QU5 CME
it's
sellers
a
at
kind of blow off top scenario.
24,011.25. Sweep and QU5 CME sellers at 24,005.25. Sweep and QU5 CME buyers at 24,020. Absorption and QU5 CME sellers at 24,020.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so we hit 295 buyer down here. Boo, 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 boo. Okay, so we are on a roll to the downside. Got some more buyers ready to be absorbed percent. Yes. Oh, audio weird. Oh. Right. Here we go. Hopefully it's fixed. So we pulled back on about 2,000 in sell side. We went up to like 4K in buy side aggression. We're nice. I just reset it. I don't know why it does that. I think it's overheated. Or my inputs are like right next to each other, or I don't know. I gotta troubleshoot it someday. It always seems to be like a timing thing. All right, so the move is to the downside. The buyer absorption looks to be real. Boom, 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 boom. We just pulled back into 300 in sell side here. That could have been what she wrote, the liquidation event. Five minutes into the hour. Rebalancing. Coming back above these buyers after hitting a bunch of sell side. 293 in buy side. Grabbed up here to the VWAP. Looks like ES wants to retest the 6500s again. More absorption. This 70 lot buyer at 03. It's going to continue. This looks like a FU candle to the upside to continue to the downside. Some sellers entering here too. It's basically people stepping up to the plate on both sides. They're adding. Wow. That's some seller absorption now. They offset this player so they can go higher than another guy bought. It's basically creating range-bound motion with both sides stepping up to the plate, both getting rejected. If it comes above these two buy lots, then the buyers are stepping back into control. Already punishing these sellers at the bottom here. If it breaks down at the 2400, the sellers are stepping up into control. Yeah, it's pretty jittery. You can see each of these candles here is 1,000 trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,000 trades later, we're still range bound. So This is why it's called the idiot box, by the way. Some more sellers stepping up below here. Sellers stepping up to the plate. Sellers gonna take off. To the races. 342 in sell side taken. ES breaking down. Boop, 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 boop. Breaking the value area low, potentially, at 980 here. What do we have resting below? Nothing significant. We got a 70 lot at 960. That's about it. All right. 2 more minutes till 15-minute candle close. Let's go see what it looks like. Whoops. We've had some break of the super trend on the 10-minute. Yeah, some fatigue signals on my indicator suite. Momentum Master gives you these alerts to your phone. Getting some rejection wicks on the last 2,000 trades. Could come back to test this sell side here. Coming back on those sell side inflection points. Possibly seeing seller fatigue. Coming back in from value area low. Coming back in from the bear trend. Do we retest this and bounce out? We had some bullish divergence on the money flow. That's also on Momentum Master. But we're rejecting at the cloud. The cloud has not thinned just yet. We are creating this curvature. So we could come out of the cloud, then retest, and then go. Need to burst above the cloud and break the super trend for a reversal to be true. Otherwise, it's just rejection and continuation. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, just holding this bottom here. There we go. Breaking up, punishing the sell side. And we recovered the two volume imbalances. If we break above this volume imbalance, it's like potential. The volume point of control has moved down to this node now. So you've created two nodes of volume, one at the high and one down here. So theoretically, buyers start stepping back up at 2403 if it gets above that. Right here at that cloud, the volumetric cloud here. The cloud angle is changing, which is signifying some sort of potential. Okay. Got some resting orders up at 2450 and 2460. That's a ways away, but these are the defenders of the short. If it comes back above these 2415 region, it could sweep these temporary sell stops, the buy stops of the sellers. Looks like it's going to come up and sweep those guys. Boop, boop, be-doop. All right, so wow. Have a good one, Tio. Interesting. So we went up 142, 221, and 216 in buy side. So we went up on about nearly 600 in buy side with this push up here. They're trying to offset this like 342 seller and or defend the buyers, absorbing the passive buyers down here. It's all about how they support this. Sellers losing their control. They had a chance to break down and they didn't. Looks like some seller absorption, seller fatigue. But then it jitters back down below it. Ooh, another seller stepped up. They're expecting a burst down. This is make or break for the sellers. It needs to move away from this in their favor for them to be into control. If not, this is a seller fatigue inflection point. So pick your side right here at 992. Let's see what ES is doing. ES breaking down at the 490s. We hit about 600 in sell side with the pullback here. Another 100 triggered. Sellers in control. So there was a little bit of a battle here, but ultimately the sellers stepped up to the plate and won. So lower prices for NQ. And that's all she wrote. I'll stay with you until the end of the next 15 minutes. All right. Another 100 lot. Wait, that wasn't even 100 lot. That was, yeah, 100 lot. Seller tagged. Breakdown on ES, so it's going lower, folks. Brrts. So we pulled back on another 1,000 in sell side with this pullback here. Peaked out at about 5. We telegraphed 5K in buy side aggression, pulled back on 1,000, generated more to 4K here at the top, and then pulled back all the way to 1K. So 3K in sell side taken with the aggression to the downside here. Almost at break even in delta for the session. Or for the day, rather. So we went up to go down, and we go down to go up. Here we go. Sellers in control. Not even really looking back from these 100 lots. Two more minutes and I'll bid you adieu. Oh, I think there's one more day of the 80%. Hopefully they do a 90% on Apex. We'll see, though. Nice sweep. Yeah, no, there are those days. There's clean and then there's hard to read days, but it is what it is. That's just the nature of the beast. Sometimes you're confident, sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's cloudy, sometimes it's rainy. You know, there's no static. The only constant is change. Okay. And we closed out the 30-minute. So we got we hit a bunch of sell side on the way down here, so a little bit of seller fatigue at some point could be in order. If you come back into value area low at 975 and start coming back on some of these inflection points at 992, 975, then you could be seeing a reversal. You got the previous inflection points in volume point of control at the 24K region, right at 24K even. So if you start coming up to even bearishly retest 24K, that could make sense. Just how many more traps to the downside and how many more hits of sell side are they looking to incur? Yes, just having a full off flush. So, yeah. That's all she wrote, folks. So stay